Are you planning to be a Canadian citizen in 2025? You're looking for ways on how to be a Canadian citizen, and we will be discussing exactly what are the rules, what are the residency requirements, if there is any tax rules, and everything in detail. And stick around till the end because we will be addressing frequently asked questions in regards to this topic. So I'm Liz Mathew, the regulated Canadian immigration consultant. Nice to have you all here. And to apply for citizenship, you must first be a permanent resident of Canada. And what that means is you have received your permanent residence and it hasn't been revoked or put under review for fraud or immigration issues. And what is important to note is that your PR card doesn't have to be valid at the time you apply. What matters is that you have a legal PR status. So even if you haven't met your permanent residency number of days, you still can be a PR. And so your physical presence requirement, that is an important thing for citizenship. You need to have lived in Canada for at least 1095 days, which is 3 years in the past 5 years before you apply. And how it works is that, say, if you have been in Canada as a temporary resident, be it on study permit or work permit, you can count as half days up to a maximum of 365 days. So if you have stayed in Canada as a temporary resident for 2 years, you can count 1 year towards your Canadian citizenship residency meeting obligation. So if you studied or worked in Canada, this is a plus point for you. So you just have to meet the rest 2 years requirement. And in regards to taxes, you must have filed Canadian income tax for at least 3 years in the 5 year period, if required by the law. This shows that you are not just living here, but also contributing to Canada's economy. So paying your taxes is important to file your Canadian citizenship application. And there is a language requirement as well for your citizenship application. For applicants between 18 and 54 years old, you must prove that you can communicate in either English or French. And the requirement is a CLB 4 or higher. This can be proven through test results such as IELTS General or CELPIP, and transcripts from a Canadian school or other accepted documents are also accepted on behalf of the language requirement. There is also a citizenship test that will be conducted, and applicants aged from 18 to 54 must also take the Canadian citizenship test. There is a total of 20 questions. It's a multiple choice true or false, and you need at least 15 correct to pass. The test covers Canadian history, geography, government, rights, responsibilities, and symbols. So if you fail on the first try, don't worry, you get another chance. Prohibitions. So you cannot apply if you are under a removal order or serving a prison sentence or have committed certain crimes in or outside Canada. Always check your situation carefully because this can affect your eligibility criteria of applying for citizenship. And as of 2025, the citizenship IRCC application fee is $630 for adults and $100 for minors under 18. And the process is completely online. It makes it faster and everything is right there on the system. You don't have to do a paper applications. As discussed earlier, let's look into some of the frequently asked questions in regards to citizenship application and what are some of the common mistakes. So, do I need a valid PR? The answer is no. You just need a PR status. So, even if your PR card is invalid, if you have a PR status, yes, you're still eligible to apply for citizenship. What if I travel often? Only the days you are physically in Canada count towards 1095 days rule. So, as we discussed earlier, the residency obligation as a permanent resident in Canada is 1095 days, which is a maximum of 3 years. In the last 5 years is the eligibility requirement. So, whichever days you were inside Canada counts towards your citizenship. So, you are allowed to travel, but make sure you meet the number of residency obligation days. Can kids apply? Yes, minors can apply with or without their parents, depending on the case. You just have to apply for it properly. And do I lose my original citizenship? It depends on the country, I'd say. Canada allows dual or multiple citizenship, but check with your home country if they do that as well. So if you have a citizenship of another country, if that particular country does not allow for multiple citizenship or dual citizenship, well, you will not be able to hold both the citizenship. You will have to give up one. So these are the key requirements for becoming a Canadian citizen in 2025. If you meet them, congratulations. You're one step closer to calling Canada your forever home. And if you find this helpful, hit the like and subscribe button so you will not miss on any of the videos that we are publishing.